The Independent National Electoral Commission Chairman, Professor Mahmood Yakubu, has expressed readiness of the Commission towards the conduct of the upcoming Edo State governorship election, scheduled for September 24, 2024. Mohammed Yakubu made the disclosure at the third quarterly consultative meeting with political parties at the Commission's headquarters in Abuja. The INEC chairman further disclosed these that on Sunday, 28 July 2024, 14 political parties had uploaded the details of 38,354 polling agents and 819 collation agents for the Edo State governorship election. He said the final register for the 2024 governorship elections in Edo and Ondo states are being finalized, adding that the Commission will publish the final figures of new voters in the two states, as well as their distribution by gender, age, occupation, and disability before the weekend.
Our preparations are going on in earnest. I'm glad to report that we have recovered from the torrential rainfall that resulted in the severe flooding of our state headquarters in Benin City 2 months ago. The damage to the physical infrastructure has been fixed. Vehicles have been repaired, while other movable and immovable facilities have been serviced, refurbished, or are being gradually replaced. We have delivered additional bimodal voter accreditation system machines to Edo State for the training of election duty personnel, as well as contingency for election day support. We have since published the final list of candidates, but we are once again sharing the list with party leaders at this meeting in view of the recent court order mandating the Commission to replace the running mate of the candidate of the Labour Party. The amended list is already published on our website. Before the end of this week, the Commission will publish the final figures of new voters in the two states, as well as their distribution by gender, age, occupation, and disability. Thereafter, the timetable for the collection of uncollected PVCs from previous registration and new registrants from the latest CVR will be published.
The INEC chairman called on party leaders to demonstrate compliance with the Commission's regulations and guidelines for political parties 2022, especially the aspects dealing with the rallies, processions, and campaigns already available on our website.
The Commission is aware that going by the timetable and schedule of activities, the register of voters will be published not later than 30 days before the date fixed for the election. We wish to reassure the chairmen of political parties that each party fielding candidates in the forthcoming governorship election in Edo State will receive the soft copy of the register on 20th August 2024, while that of Ondo State will take place on the 15th of October 2024. As the Edo State governorship election approaches, I wish to remind leaders of political parties of your obligation to submit the list of your agents by uploading the required information, including photographs, to the dedicated portal. 14 political parties have uploaded the details of 38,354 polling agents and 819 collation agents for the Edo State governorship election. 3 parties are yet to upload a single polling agent, while 5 parties have not uploaded a single agent for ward, local government, or state collation centers. The deadline is tomorrow, Tuesday, 30th July 2024, when the portal automatically shuts down at midnight. The campaign period has often been characterized by acrimony and tension. Sadly, it is also a period of verbal abuse and physical confrontation among parties, candidates, and their supporters. The Commission finds the recent event in Edo State, resulting in the death of a security personnel, worrisome. Happily, there has been no incident known to the Commission since then. Nevertheless, the Commission will meet with the security agencies under the aegis of the Interagency Consultative Committee on Election Security, and the meeting has been scheduled for Friday this week.
On his part, the national chairman of the Inter-Party Advisory Council, IPAC, Yusuf Dantale, called for the scrapping of State Independent Electoral Commission SIECS and the empowerment of INEC to conduct all local government elections. The IPAC leader also expressed support for the amendment of the Constitution, urging citizens to participate in the democratic process and support efforts to sanitize the electoral process.
IPAC commends the recent financial autonomy granted to the 774 local governments in Nigeria following the landmark judgment of the Supreme Court. It will go a long way in transforming the nation and providing basic social amenities to citizens at the third tier of government. To further deepen democracy at the grassroots level, IPAC demands the immediate scrapping of State Independent Electoral Commission. The charade called election the conduct is an aberration, a dent and mockery of our emerging democracy, and a waste of taxpayers' money that ought to have been channeled to developmental projects. The SIECS do not have voters registered, they do not have beavers, they do not have IRF portals or ballot boxes, they do not have trained personnel to conduct credible elections. The poll they pretend to conduct contribute to voters' apathy and distrust in the electoral process. To restore confidence in the electoral system, INEC should be empowered to conduct all local government elections. Politics is local. Citizens must be encouraged to actively participate in the grassroots politics and contribute in nation building, in building a better society. Council rejects the proposed bill by the Senate to create the so-called Local Government Independent Electoral Commission, bearing in mind that it will be another SIEC in disguise. It is unacceptable, it is ill-conceived, another electoral jamboree that will impede the nation's democracy and waste public funds at a time when citizens demand a smaller government to reduce the cost of governance at all levels. Addressing the Senate and the House of Representatives Joint Committee on Electoral Matters last week, the INEC chairman, Professor Mahmoud Yakub, said the Commission had the capacity to conduct all local government elections as it did for FCT area councils, generally adjudged to be free, fair and without rancor. So IPAC supports this and urge the National Assembly to amend the relevant electoral laws to accommodate this. So for the EDO state election, governorship election, the die is cast. There is no substitute to free, fair, credible, transparent, inclusive and peaceful polls. The success of this election, along with Ondo, will go a long way in restoring trust in the democratic process, essential for enduring representative government. Flawed elections that produce incompetent leaders are the remote cause of economic stagnation, political upheavals, socio-economic disharmony in the polity, as the imposed leaders seek personal interest in place of national interest. Once we get our elections right and credible leaders emerge, there will be drastic reduction in elections, petition, and litigation.
As parties commence this critical phase of the election, the Commission reminds candidates, agents, and their supporters of the provision of the law and the Commission's guidelines governing such activity. For emphasis, parties shall conduct their campaigns with civility and decorum, devoid of inciting language, violence, voter inducement, and other infractions mentioned in sections 92-97 of the Electoral Act 2022. The Edo State governorship election is scheduled to hold on Saturday, 24 September 2024.